King Doru could not resist. That very night, he left his palace with 2 guards and went to Zora's home. She stood at the doorway, her waist bead catching the moonlight, her smile calm but dangerous. "My king," she said softly, bowing just a little. King Doru stepped closer, his eyes never leaving her. "I have come for you," he said. "Then take me," Zara whispered. And he did. That night, the mighty king of Okuta lay with her, his crown set aside, his heart lost. He reached for her waist bead, but she stopped him with a finger to his lips. "No, my king," she said. "The bead must stay. It makes me sweeter." And the king obeyed. The next morning, strange news spread. In the farmlands, a plague of locusts had come, eating the crops. The river near the palace turned muddy, fish floating on the surface. The people whispered. Some said the gods were angry. Some said a curse had fallen on the land. King Doru ignored them. He was too lost in Zara. He spent nights in her arms, days thinking of her smile. His council warned him, his priest begged him, but he would not listen. And then, the unthinkable happened. A rival kingdom attacked. Warriors stormed the borders of Okuta, and for the first time in many years, King Doru's army was weak. His generals could not fight, his men were confused. The kingdom fell into chaos. Within weeks, the mighty ruler was overthrown. His palace burned, his throne taken, his wife scattered. And the king himself. He vanished, never to be seen again. But Zora still walked the streets, her waist bead jingling softly, her beauty untouched. And more men still wanted her. After the fall of Meko and King Doru, the men of Okuta grew fearful. Yet, they could not resist Zara. One of them was Nedu, a young man with dreams bigger than his pockets. He was not rich like Meko, nor powerful like King Doru, but he was bold. He thought his love would be enough. He followed Zara every day, speaking sweet words, writing her poems, bringing her little gift of fruits and flowers. At first, she ignored him. But one evening, as the sun dipped low, she smiled at him. "Do you truly love me, Nedu?" she asked. "With all my heart," he replied. "Then take me," she whispered. That night, Nedu held her close. Unlike the others, he tried to touch the waist bead. She stopped him with a laugh. "Leave it," she said. "It makes me sweeter." He obeyed. The next morning, his troubles began. His small shop was robbed, his debts grew, and his friends turned against him. Within months, Nedu lost everything. He was seen wandering the streets, muttering to himself, chasing shadows only he could see. The people of Okuta whispered again. "This woman is not ordinary. She is cursed. She is destroying men." But still, more came to her. By now, the elders of Okuta had grown restless. Too many men had fallen. Too much had been lost. They gathered one night under the ancient tree at the center of the village. "This woman brings ruin," the oldest elder said. "She must be stopped." "But how?" another asked. "Her beauty is like a spell. Men lose their minds when they see her." "There is one man who may resist," the chief priest said. His voice was low, his eyes dark. Sango. Sango was no ordinary man. He was a warrior, strong and feared, a man who had walked through fire and lived. His heart was steady, his will like iron. If anyone could face Zora, it was him. The elders sent for him. They told him the truth. And Sango agreed. "I will face her," he said. "And if she is cursed, I will end it." The next day, he walked to Zora's house. She welcomed him with the same sweet smile, her waist bead singing its deadly song. "You are brave to come," she said softly. "And you are dangerous," Sango replied. That night, they lay together. Like the others, he reached for her waist bead. She caught his hand. "Leave it," she whispered. But Sango smiled. No, with one swift motion, he tore the waist bead from her hips. The moment it snapped, a terrible scream filled the air, not from Zora, but from something unseen. Her beauty began to fade, her skin cracked, her eyes lost their shine. Before him stood not the goddess-like woman the men had seen, but a withered, dark creature with hollow eyes. The curse was broken. Zara staggered back, her hands clutching at her stomach. Her voice cracked like thunder. "No. No. You don't understand," she screamed. The people of Okuta rushed to the scene, drawn by the sound. Men, women, and children filled the street. For the first time, they saw Zara as she truly was, not a goddess, not a beauty, but a broken woman. Her hair was wild, her skin pale, her voice desperate. "I was nothing," she wailed. "I was a poor girl, hungry, forgotten. I had no mother, no father, no home. My grandmother, she was a woman of spirits. A witch. She gave me this waist bead." Gasps rippled through the crowd. Some stepped back in fear, others clutched their charms and whispered prayers. "She told me," Zara continued, her voice trembling, "that for every man who lay with me, I would take his fortune, his blessings, his strength. 21 men," she said. "Then my power would be complete. Then I would be the richest woman alive." Tears streamed down her face. But he, her eyes darted to Sango, her voice breaking. "He broke it. He ruined everything. My power is gone." The people stared in silence. Their eyes, once filled with lust, now burned with anger. The town square grew darker with rage. "You destroyed my husband," a woman shouted, picking up a stone. She hurled it. It struck Zora's arm. "You made my brother mad," a man cried. He threw another stone. It hit her back. One by one, stones flew through the air. Zora screamed, begged, wept. But the people of Okuta did not stop. Stone after stone struck her arms, her legs, her face. She fell to the ground, her once glowing body covered in dust and blood. Her voice grew weaker with every breath. The weight of her sins was too heavy. At last, her cries faded, her body stilled. Zara was no more. Beside her, the broken waist bead lay on the ground, its power gone forever. The people stood in silence. They had stoned the curse out of their town, yet there was no joy, no relief, no peace. The men who had fallen remained fallen. Meko, once the richest trader, still sat in the marketplace with dust on his clothes, begging for food. King Doru, once mighty, still wandered the forest, his crown lost forever. Nedu, once full of dreams, still roamed the streets with wild eyes, speaking to shadows no one else could see. The curse had not left with Zara. The people waited. They prayed. Maybe the gods would restore what was lost. Maybe now that she was gone, life would return to normal. But days passed, then weeks, and nothing changed. Only one thing remained, her story. The people of Okuta whispered Zora's tale to their children. They told it to their daughters as a warning, to their sons as a lesson. And on nights when the wind blew softly through the trees, some swore they could still hear it, the faint, distant sound of waist beads jingling. From that day, the people of Okuta learned one truth. Not everything that glitters is gold.